there, I'm Marve Eichnes from Lead Life Well. I am a professional coach who works with leaders and professionals to help them thrive, both personally and professionally. And I want to inspire you today in this Monday Motivation to think about things in a fresh way. When it comes to conflict, most people don't really want to deal with conflict, and yet not dealing with it only makes it worse, and we don't want that. So I want to share with you 3 ways that understanding how different personalities or behavioral styles in DISC deal with conflict, ways of dealing with conflict that are going to serve you well. So the first one is when you're looking at conflict through personalities and recognizing just how uniquely God has made each one of us, it makes conflict a whole lot less personal and emotional, because we can easily drift into thinking about the other person in a conflict as the enemy. And they're not the enemy, they're just not the same as us. And even if you had 2 people, let's say I'm a driving D, if there are 2 driving Ds, there's still the opportunity to have conflict. So understanding kind of where each other's coming from, that can make a big difference. And it not being personal is even better. The second way that understanding personalities and conflict from that angle is you have a greater awareness around your own less than positive ways of dealing with conflict. So you can actually do something about it, because in reality, the only person you can control is you. So when you understand yourself and the ways that you contribute to a conflict that's not productive, you can do something about that. And that's pretty awesome. And the third thing is that you have an opportunity to adapt how you deal with conflict based on the personality or behavioral style of the other party or parties. And that will make you a much better leader. Not to mention friend, spouse, family member. When you can adapt how you approach things to meet the needs of other people, you are going to stand out in the crowd and be much better at handling conflict. You know, the bottom line is conflict in and of itself is not a bad thing. In fact, conflict often leads to some of the best solutions. So I want you to flip your perception of conflict from something to be avoided to being a path to creativity, a path that will open up some exciting doors and new solutions. And I have a whole lot more details on understanding conflict from the different personality or behavioral styles. You can check those links out below, and I am thrilled that you spent this time with me.